Hi, I'm Jeanette Schmidt. I'm the nurse educator at Parkside OB-GYN. Welcome to another lesson in our Mindful Mindset series. This one is probably pretty relatable because it is all about stress. Let's get started. So, stress. I'd assume we are all familiar with this word, right? Some degree of stress itself is absolutely natural and it's just part of the human condition. It's not realistic to think we can completely eliminate stress from our lives altogether. However, constant or chronic stress can be incredibly harmful for both the mind and the body, affecting a person's overall sense of well being. Chronic stress is actually tied to many chronic health conditions. It can cause and especially exacerbate hypertension or high blood pressure, and heart disease, digestive disorders, insomnia, obesity, headaches, backaches. It weakens our immune system, and it's definitely tied to mood issues such as anxiety or depression. And chronic stress during pregnancy actually increases the risk of complications for both mom and her unborn baby. And excess stress during pregnancy can lead to higher blood pressure. Higher blood pressure in pregnancy actually increases the risk of premature birth, low birth weight, and preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is not exactly the same as higher blood pressure. High blood pressure is a symptom of preeclampsia, but preeclampsia actually affects many organ systems in our body. So it is very dangerous for moms and babies. Too much stress can also worsen symptoms that already plague pregnant women, like nausea and body aches. In fact, stress can also lead to unhealthy eating during pregnancy. When chronic stress leads women to find comfort in food, they may gain too much weight during their pregnancy. But there are also cases when stress makes a woman not be able to bring themselves to even eat. Or if they're always nauseous, they may not gain enough weight during their pregnancy. And both of these situations can affect the health of both mom and baby. So if you think back to the introduction to mindfulness, we talked about the physical and mental benefits of mindfulness practices. One that is particularly helpful in pregnancy is guided meditations. We'll go into more detail in another lesson about that, but I just want to introduce the term here. So think to yourself, what comes to your mind when you hear the word meditation? Were you like me? Did it make you think of monks on a mountainside having transcending out of body experiences or something like that? Or maybe you just envision someone that seems to have their life together with spiritual peace and lots of discipline, who can sit in silence to connect easily with their inner selves. But for most of us everyday people, especially those of us just getting started, it won't quite be like that. In fact, we may not be very good at it at all. We may get distracted and our minds may wander. It might start to feel just really awkward and uncomfortable at first. All of that's okay. The truth is, you can actually do it wherever you are. You can be quote unquote bad at it, and it may not look like what you're picturing in your mind. But you'll find that you get more comfortable with the practice each time that you do it. The truth is, it can look a lot of different ways and can involve a lot of different environments or methods. There are ways to incorporate your specific spiritual practices, such as prayer and devotionals, also. It honestly may take a little exploring to find what really vibes best with you, and you'll hear me say that a few times. So definitely keep an eye out for the lesson that examines guided meditation a little more closely. The thing is, when we practice it regularly, practices like meditation can actually reduce our fight and flight response, which can mean really good things for the big overall picture of our mind and our body. And then with time, it can begin to counterbalance those harmful risks from stress. It can lower blood pressure. It can slow your breathing rate, decreasing the overwhelming feelings of anxiety. It can actually start to lower blood levels of the stress hormone cortisol, and it will allow your body to reach a deeper state of relaxation. And all of this leads to a better overall sense of well being. And we can certainly all benefit from an increased sense of well being, can't we? So, thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about stress and its effect on our body. Be sure to check out all of the lessons in the Mindful Mindset series. Thank you.